Hello.
I was doing the character calls, but then you were like, about doing social, so I was like, fine, I'll also do Twitter. But now that I had to like pause my messenger calls.
Games are more important than our viewers.
Hmm?
Or you're
They're
saying
not more important, but this is time based. We have very forgiving viewers who don't get mad that I make us late. But Mystic Messenger is not so forgiving.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I
I
am sure, because it makes you pay if you miss things.
Let's see if it'll actually show you. Hey! Is it actually doing thing?
I can hear.
Is it left?
I can hear.
I'm just like, here's when I say, how's the volume? I messed with it, but like, how's the volume? Because I don't know the volume, especially in comparison to Satan.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Well, you're the one I'm worried about.
Okay, fine, I will unmute myself, but I'm also trying to check the stream volume.
Pi says it seems fine to her. How you doing, Pi? Are you doing well? Has it been an exciting Sunday? No.
Catch snuggles.
Are we ready?
I think I'm a little low on the stream.
Let me see if I can fix that.
It's not terrible, but just a little bit.
Yeah, I can fix that. I can up you. Because you're not insanely loud either, right? Like, you're not insanely loud, but your volume is. Yeah, I know you were at 80, you're now up to 90. So.
Okay, I'm gonna just trust that that's fine.
It is a nudge.
Okay. I
It's
don't know what it was at, so I mean, I don't know what you nudged it from.
I said
I don't know how big of a nudge it was.
I said you're at 80 volume, now you're at 90.
Okay. That's fine then.
Okay, so are you ready to go?
I mean, as ready as I am still going through this call.
This is what I gotta deal with.
Uh-huh.
Why do I put up with
Look,
this?
just because I play dating sims on this channel doesn't mean that I don't also play dating sims in my day-to-day life. Especially one that requires you to answer chats and calls throughout the day.
So you're saying you just want your life to be a dating sim?
I think that's what's called dating, and that sounds a lot more difficult.
Just pull up the strategy guide.
Okay, but that involves, like, dealing with actual people. Dating sims are simple.
Anyway, let's hit start.
If you don't get along with someone well enough, you'll just fall in battle or something.
Okay, who's gonna be who?
I volunteer you.
To be Rosemary?
Uh-huh.
Is that because you're still doing chats and you don't want to read?
Yes, but also because I like making you be the MC. Alright, I need to pull up the voices thing so that we can record who's doing what voice so that we don't forget for next time.
Oh, we're gonna forget for next time.
No, because I'm going to write it down as we go. As I do.
Beware, evildoers, for I am Rosemary, the Knight of Winter. Or should it be the Blade of Winter? Oh, maybe the Rose of Winter. Title drop at the end. Let's go. Pack it in.
Alright, we're done.
We're done. They've already title dropped. We're done with the game.
We're done. That's it. It's over. All right, back to my chats.
That's like
We're done, right?
That's like with was it like there's like cinema sins and or some of those where it's like, ah yes, the title drop. It's like, okay, roll credits.
I mean, roll the opening credits at least.
Doesn't that sound impressive? You know, a symbol of hope bursting through the ice. That's good, right? I mean, it's not too completely embarrassing, is it?
Wow, the thing is really blurry now, though. I can't read anything.
Do you want me to switch?
No, it's okay.
Oh, well.
It looks fine on Twitch, so...
I'll figure out a good knightly sounding title someday. My actual name is Rosemary, which isn't very knightish. Rosemary has a big sword.
She's Cloud. She's still Cloud.
Look, that sword is not nearly as big as Cloud's. Cloud is overcompensating.
Well, maybe Cloud's just skinny.
What?
Cloud is pretty lean.
Yes.
Maybe she's just more muscular. She's got bigger, muscular arms.
And as for that Blade of Winter thing, well, I'm in a place where it's been snowing a lot, and, you know, to be honest, I just think it sounds cool. To be honest, I just think it sounds cool. Cool stuff doesn't have to make sense, right? Right?
Of course it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Anyway, about a year ago, I left my family's farm to fulfill my destiny and became a knight. Sounds pretty amazing, right? I thought so too. So far, though, I've just been doing odd jobs for gold wherever I can find them. Ah, she became a merc.
So she's Cloud.
I've slain the occasional beast and rescued plenty of cats from trees. It's not exactly what I expected, but at least I'm making a living. I guess that makes me more of a mercenary than a real knight. Game reads my mind.
Uh-huh.
But
As
hey,
many games have. As many MCs have.
I've got a cool suit of armor and my trusty sword, so I'm almost there. I hate to admit it, but it's harder to become a knight than I thought. I'll always keep trying, though. The art's very cute.
Mm-hmm.
My travels eventually brought me to this tavern at the foot of Mount Needle. You wouldn't know it from how cozy it is in here, but the mountain outside is super dangerous. Mount Needle, so named for the freezing winds that pierce your very skin, crawling with deadly beasts that hunger for human flesh. Nom nom nom. Hearing your chats every once in a while is so funny.
Now let me hold my phone farther from the mic.
Like every once in a while, I'll just hear just hear the voices come through, and I'm like.
I mean, the funny part of that is actually the fact that that's just gonna be recorded on the stream.
Uh-huh.
Just every once in a while. Korean.
Only the bravest of the brave dare to venture here. Doesn't that sound like the perfect place for an aspiring knight to find her destiny? Oh, I'm so excited! Anyway, now that I'm here, I've got to find a job, and fast. What a mood. I'm in this place. How do I work?
Oh, curse of capitalism.
I spent the last of my gold getting a room at this tavern. Planning ahead, isn't exactly my strong suit. Luckily, the tavern has plenty of postings for mercenaries. I mean, knights! Like me!
Uh-huh. All mercenaries are knights. Yep.
All knights are mercenaries that found a steady job.
What is a knight but a mercenary that got hired full-time?
The mercenaries are just the gig economy.
Yep.
Eventually, all knights will be made mercenaries to save costs.
Because the castles don't want to pay for benefits.
Oh yeah, the castles don't want to pay for the benefits. Gosh dang it.
Yes?
I don't know why, but that was too funny for me.
3 funny, 5 you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
3 funny, 7 me.
Oh, 7 you?
Yes.
There's 7 yous?
Yes.
Holy shit. What are the other 6?
I haven't met them yet.
Oh, wait, I know who they are. Santa Seaweed, Gray. I don't know which of our arcade spirits MCs, but that one.
Oh, Spunk.
Oh yeah, Spunk. Because I made Spunk look kind of like you.
See, my roommate still fully believes that I'm an android. Her evidence today was I went out someplace and
No, that's not what fully believes means, right?
yeah, no, she fully believes. But I went out and I didn't take my coat and I was just like, oh yeah, there's snow around, let's just get everything out. Like, it's warm out. She's just like, are you insane? You're gonna die out there. And I'm like, nah, it's not cold. So apparently I just have no sense of temperature. Therefore, I am robot. Beep boop.
I have a sense of temperature for the other direction.
Yeah. It shouldn't be hard to find a job here. See? Beyond Mount Needle lies Starlight City, one of the most beautiful and prosperous places in the world. People from all kingdoms gather there for important business. Apparently I can't speak today.
Today?
I have lost my ability to speak. To get there, you can either travel by boat for days on end, or take a shortcut over the deadly mountain. Most people take the long way around, but it just so happens there are 4 princes of different kingdoms here at this tavern now. Each of them has urgent business in Starlight City, and needs to take the shortcut, however dangerous it might be. They'll need an escort to make it across. That's where I come in. I may not be great at planning, but I've got good instincts, a huge sword, and more than enough strength to use it.
Surely is clapped.
I can get a prince across the mountain with my eyes closed.
The thing she's overcompensating for is her insecurity of not having a steady employment.
So capitalism.
Uh-huh. A lot of us have that insecurity.
I think. So, let's see. The 4 princes are... First, Faulkner, the Prince of the Fae. I've heard a little about him. He's supposed to be all dashing and elegant, the perfect gentleman. But the Fae people are supposed to be really tiny. I mean, I've never met one, but that's what I hear. How's he gonna handle crossing the treacherous mountain? Yes? Comments? Questions? Concerns?
Small but mighty. Oh, but mighty.
Well, I guess it's my job to figure that out. Next is the Prince
Here, bud! There's a burb! There's a burb!
Elgander?
Time to push Potiphal.
Elgander?
I would read that as Elgandir.
Elgandir? Of the Southern Kingdom. He's pretty young. Like, a little kid? The job posting came from his caretaker, who was traveling with him. I don't like to judge based on looks, but, doesn't he kind of look like a scruffy drifter? Should a guy like that really be taking care of a kid?
Why not? It's Orin. So far we've got Cloud, we've got Orin.
This is your
Who's the other
story.
one?
Faulkner, the tiny fae.
Yeah, who's that?
That's the style I'm aiming for, scruffy drifter. Hey, Magic.
Magic!
I wonder what the story is there. He didn't even post his name. Third is Tyrone, Prince of Dragons, who is... Well, it's kind of scary, but he's actually a real dragon.
He looks gentle and fluffy. What are you talking about?
Well, I think the scary part is the fact that he is a dragon, and apparently people are afraid of dragons, when really, people should just be hugging dragons, because dragons are amazing.
He looks high.
Says the chemist.
Uh-huh. Well, obviously the chemist is the one who's seen a lot of people high.
The chemist is the one who's made a lot of people high?
Not on any recorded channels.
That's...
You know you can trust me.
The job posting says he's a fire dragon, so he doesn't do well in cold weather. He has to take a human form to save energy, so he's really weak and needs a lot of help getting across the mountain. Oh, well, in that case, this shouldn't be too bad. And anyway, knights deal with dragons all the time, don't they? This should be a piece of cake. You're not slaying the dragon.
You better not slay him.
Oh, pay me to help you cross the mountain. Halfway there, stab. We've crossed it enough. That'd be a wildly different game. Finally, there's Prince Kuya
I would say Kuya.
of Moon Forest. To be honest, I'm more scared of him than the dragon. His kingdom is really isolated, so no one really knows what his people are like. But the stories say they're all barbaric, fierce hunters with giant claws and fangs like wild beasts. Still, if he's here asking for help like anyone else, he can't be that bad, right? Well, that's just rude. Yeah.
Yep. He's got full armor.
Okay. Maybe there are more jobs than just these four, but these guys just seem super interesting to me. And by interesting, I mean hot.
Okay. I thought it was cold because it's winter.
No, one of them's a fire dragon, so obviously the fire dragon has to be hot.
Not true.
Look, don't judge me. I've been traveling all alone for so long, and I've always dreamed of a fairy tale romance. It's not like I really expect anything to happen. I've never even had a boyfriend before. But maybe this time... Anyway, enough of this embarrassing stuff. I've got to hurry up and pick a prince already.
Maybe this time I'll be really unprofessional and try to date my client.
So, dragon?
Dragon!
Dragon. Dragon or dragon?
Dragon.
See, the decision was made for us.
Dragon.
Between, like... Kuya, Faulkner, helping a tiny child, and dragon.
Dragon, or dragon?
You know, I'm leaning towards dragon. Well, I guess we're...
Hi, guy.
Oh, that's cool. There's little sparkles.
Cute.
Guess we're going for the dragon.
Dragon.
Dragon. All the arrangements have been made, so I go downstairs to tell Tyrone I'm ready to go. I'm nervous about meeting a real dragon, but I put on my cheerful face. So yeah, I have my supplies and everything's all set. Oh, I'm Rosemary, by the way.
Shit, what voice?
I'm not voicing Tyrone.
No. I'm like, well, I'm not what voice like who voice. What voice like...
What voice? A dragon voice. Okay, but the dragon's in human form, so it's gonna be less dragon-y.
The way his face, like his expression looks, I'm just like, alright, time to do a Hayes voice. But I don't know how to do Hayes' voice because that was you.
Very skittish. That's really it, was just turn on the skittish to like a 13.
Skittish, soft-spoken boy.
Yeah, just turn that up to 13 and boom, you're like Hayes, or you're like, what's his name in, Arcade Spirits. What's their name?
Clyde is also you.
Clyde, yes. I know, I play all the skittish people!
The same kind of voice, but...
Also was,
also you.
Also, what's his face from Hot...
Do you need to trade? Should I take over Rosemary?
No! You do, you do Tyrone. Sharky is often typecast. Sharky is typecast.
Sharky is often typecast.
Mm-hmm.
This is because Sharky also typecasts me as all of the loud, rambunctious people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We typecast each other. It's great.
I am grateful for your help, Rosemary. I don't often travel in this form. It can be taxing. I expect to need quite a bit of your assistance.
No problem. That's what I'm here for. Wow, you've got a lot of layers on there.
Cold weather does not agree with me. These robes may look silly to you, but they are necessary.
Now I'm like, can people hear that voice? I don't know if it's still too loud. Especially because you're going more soft-spoken. I might need to turn it down a little bit.
Or bump me up.
Yeah, or bump you up. Well, I don't know if I want to bump you up too much, just because...
Fine. What if I lean in really close to the mic?
Well, let me turn it down just a tiny bit.
Okay.
Oh, I don't mean to say they look... You the beep.
Rosemary starts scatting.
Oh. And blank starts scatting.
Yep.
That's the most.
Apparently that's what you do.
Because I fumble over my words and then I fumble over how to speak and then I just kind of just keep going and not know how to stop.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that you look silly. I just,
Jazz Sharky. Really not the roles I would have expected for us, but here we are.
Yeah, I would have assumed it would be the opposite.
You want to do ASMR?
No. Together at last. Never mind. I hope I didn't embarrass him. I can't really tell. His face is as tranquil as ever. He must be pretty high. I've got to be more careful with what I say. He looks... excuse me. He pretty much looks like a normal person, so it's easy to forget that he's not human.
He's got scales on his face and big pointy ears.
But I have to remember what he really is. A cute dragon. Jeez Louise! Rip to anybody who has headphones on, me included.
I wasn't that loud, was I?
Remember, my headphones are louder than probably what they hear.
Well, then that's not anyone who's wearing headphones, it's just you.
Rip me.
You're not allowed to die.
Most people don't ever have an opportunity to see a dragon, much less talk to one. I'm in a rare position, which is cool, and also terrifying.
Sounds like a Sharky problem.
Sharky's existence sounds like a Sharky problem. Then again, he's not as intimidating as I expected. Just strange and sort of pretty? Is he pretty?
I thought he was hot, because he's a fire dragon.
Are pretty and hot exclusive?
I don't know.
Can't somebody be pretty and hot? What about pretty hot people? Aren't they pretty and hot?
Warm.
He's lukewarm.
My friends at Starlight City is several days away, but I'd like to get across the mountain as fast as possible. The sooner I get out of this cold, the better.
Stabby, stabby.
What, stab?
Oh, yes, of course. What should I call you? Your Highness? Or Your Highness?
Yes, that. What were you saying it as, Tyrone?
Yeah, I was saying Tyrone. I don't know if that's correct.
No.
That's what it looks.
Like pronunciation guide.
That's what it looks like to me is Tyrone.
I'm not the Highness. I am Tyrone. But I have never cared what humans call me. Use whatever name you like.
Your stonerliness.
Blaze
Blaze
Master
Master
T.
Yo, Blaze Master T. What's
Sup?
up?
Sup, Blaze Master T? How do you do?
What's up?
Do you need anything else, your stonerliness? Okay then. Tyrone it is. Let's go. We start walking together. The snow under our feet is thick, but the sun is shining. It's actually kind of nice out. Because snow is great weather to be out in.
Yeah.
You should visit the East Coast.
Well, I can't visit right now because there's a fucking pandemic now, isn't there?
Yeah, magic.
Yeah, but I don't get any. Christ.
Tyrone hasn't said a word so far. He stares ahead at the path in front of us, as if I'm not even here. Should I make small talk? I don't think he minds the silence.
No, you have to make big talk.
But this is awkward. What does big talk? What is big talk? Please give me
Talking big.
Please give me example of big talk.
Talking big.
Well, how do
And
you?
people who are overcompensating try really hard to brag about themselves.
So Cloud.
No, Cloud doesn't talk.
I think he talks.
The sword overcompensate. Other people overcompensate verbally.
Pretty much any chunk.
Rally, big talk.
Mm.
Big talk, small hands.
Gosh dang it. I mean, yeah, Cloud and Sephiroth have the same overcompensation, just in different ways. One is just a giant sword, and one is a very long sword.
Well, I mean, that's a different kind of giant.
What do dragons even talk about, though? Their scales or something? I don't know. I guess I'll have to wing it and hope something sticks.
Let's keep going.
I've never met a dragon before. Besides you, obviously. Pretty decent weather, right? For a frozen mountain of death, that is.
Anyways, despite you asking what's big talk, like, someone explain small talk, though.
This!
Yeah, someone explain it. How is this less awkward?
7.
What?
You know, for a fire dragon, you're good at giving the cold shoulder.
Let us just move on. That was meant to amuse me, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow, good one, Rosemary. Very smooth. We walk in silence for a few minutes longer. The awkwardness is attacking us.
The awkwardness multiplies.
The awkwardness is super effective.
Again, how is this supposed to be less awkward than walking in silence?
Some people really don't like walking in silence.
That's their problem.
But a knight doesn't give up that easy. Hey, your stonerliness. Can I have some of that weed? There's gotta be something he'll talk about. So, what is this thing in Starlight City all about? It's a big deal, right?
Business between the dragons and human lawmakers. We must confer and maintain our peace accord.
That sounds pretty important.
We do our best to respect you and live side by side, but dragons live by much older laws than those you humans wrote. Conflicts arise from time to time.
Or all the time, because humans are terrible.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I got him to talk.
You got him to explain.
Now, I just have to keep this ball rolling and rolling and rolling up the mountain and then down the mountain.
Sisyphus.
No, no, no. That one doesn't go down the mountain. That one goes down the hill. Oh yeah? What older laws are those?
Do you really want to know?
Why wouldn't I?
The laws of the wind, the sun and moon, birth and death, churning together in time until there is no distinction between them. As salt and water churns together to make the sea.
Ah.
The pulse of the earth shakes our blood because the earth is our blood, and we are guided by the will of the stars.
Oh, word. Are those laws accepted in a court of law?
Not in a court of human law, but in a court of dragon law?
Oh man, what would a dragon lawyer look like?
Like a dragon.
Okay. You know what I meant?
You asked what a dragon lawyer would look like. Well, obviously, a dragon lawyer looks like a dragon.
You know what I meant?
Do I, though?
You do. You were making the same jokes that I would make, which is respectable.
Is it respectable?
Apologies, Your Honor, but I was following the law of the moon and stars. You understand.
Why don't that doesn't excuse the multiple cases for some. Well, you see, the stars are fire.
Those humans were attacking my horde. Obviously, their village needed to be burned down.
The humans existed. Obviously, they needed to be burned down.
The lives of all creatures are written in starlight, but only dragons read the words.
And they say, humans suck.
Yep. That's exactly what it says.
For we were born from the stars and knew ourselves to be whole, when the rest of the world was unshaped clay, waiting to be given form.
Oh, that's, neat.
Yeah. This really went past small talk. This is the talk I want to have. Well, I don't think Rosemary knows how to have this kind of talk.
What's that like? Huh, neat.
Oh. Neat. Uh-huh.
Well, I can't think of anything to say to that.
What are those icons in the top right, by the way?
I assume this is go back or back to menu, and this is save.
Oh.
Let me make a save real quick before I hit this button.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's not high enough for this kind of talk. Well, that's why Blaze Master T needs to give me the weed. Tyrone is quiet again. Well, I can't say I didn't try. I didn't really try, but I tried.
I tried to talk about the weather, you know.
We've been walking for a while now. Tyrone is going slowly, trailing a bit behind me. I don't mind walking ahead of him, if it means giving him some space. I'm not sure he likes me very much. How could he like you? You've talked about the weather, and you said the dragon laws were neat.
And judged his layers upon layers of clothing.
Yes. You haven't really gotten a good impression going.
Not really.
It's still early in the day, and the snow blazes white in the sun. I can hear a crunch under my boots, and... Wait. There's no crunching footsteps behind me. Did Tyrone stop walking? Oh gosh, did I lose him? I whip around and... Oh, but he's just standing there, a few yards back. I can't tell what he's trying to do. He's sort of wobbling in place? I mean, weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. What?
He's getting high.
Wait just a moment. Getting higher.
He's like, I'm not high enough to deal with this girl.
Like a turtle that got flipped on his back. I guess those heavy robes don't give him much room to move. Tyrone? Are you okay? Once I get closer, I see the problem. He's smoking. One of his huge scarves is caught in a thorn bush, and he's trying unsuccessfully to pull himself free. Why doesn't he just untangle it with his hands? He did say he's not used to his human form, but he has to know it would be easier that way, right?
Does he have to?
He has to know. I'm not sure what to do. I mean, he's like 1,000,000 years older than me. He said he needed my help, but I don't want to insult him either.
Maybe he's so high he forgot he has hands. Exactly, Magic.
What are these? Uh-oh.
Oh no, choices.
Choices.
I guess technically this is the second choice because the first choice was who to go with.
Okay, but that wasn't actually a choice.
It totally was a choice. It determines which route we're on.
But that wasn't actually a choice
That
because
is a choice.
because it was between dragon, and dragon. There was no choices there.
Okay, technically they gave us a choice.
I don't believe that.
If we run through this more than once, it'll be a choice.
Well, should we help him? We should probably help him. Right?
Yes?
Right.
Probably.
Probably. He's gonna rip his clothes if he keeps that up, and that will just make it worse. I grab hold of the scarf. My arms brush against his body as I lean over him. He stops wobbling and gets very still at my touch.
Blushing!
And super blushing. Look,
Her face is the color of her hair.
it's not like I'm doing it on purpose.
I was just talking about how hot all the princes are earlier.
Working slowly and carefully, I managed to get the scarf unhooked from the thorns.
Come to think of it, because she's like, okay, these are not all the jobs, but they're hot. And I'm like, for the case of the kid prince, is she saying that the caretaker is hot? Because I certainly hope she's not saying the kid is hot.
Yes, I believe it's the scruffy drifter, as she calls him, is hot. There you go.
So she wants to get it on with the scruffy drifter while they're taking care of this kid, or what?
That's a sentence. That's a sentence. The scarf has come undone, and he's already trembling, even though he has tons more layers. I knew he was sensitive, but I had no idea it was this bad. Do you want me to help you tie it back on?
That would be very kind.
If he's embarrassed, I have no way of knowing. Nobody does a poker face like a dragon, apparently. Dragons seem to play more poker. They'll win all the marbles.
That's how they have their hoards. They won it. Poker, fair and square.
Look what you did to Magic.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't choose that one.
Also, I don't want to imagine her and the dragon getting it on while, like, the dragon's freezing to death.
I mean, really, she shouldn't be thinking about getting it on with any of them because she's trying to work in a professional capacity.
But they're hot.
All of these dating sims where you're supposed to be dating on the job. Hustle Cat did it, Arcade Spirits is doing it, Rose of Winter is doing it, Amnesia we did.
Amnesia, we did it. Yeah.
Look, it's true.
I need to go back and get the other routes in Amnesia. Or not routes, endings.
Ah, yes, all the bad ends, all the deaths. So much death.
Oh, so much murder. You're really good.
Bitch, I am literally freezing to death.
Exactly. It makes me nervous.
Sorry.
Bitch, I am literally freezing to death.
I fold the scarf back around his shoulders as gently as I can. I'm blushing the entire time because he is hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how light and small his body seems now that I'm handling it up close. Phrasing?
You're handling the scarf, not his body, I hope.
Phrasing. My hand seems so big next to him. Makes me feel ungainly. But when I'm done, the scarf looks nice enough. Is that warm enough? I can tie it again if you want.
It will do. Thank you. It seems I can count on you for help after all. I'm glad of that.
Yep. Oh, I guess you're not useless.
Yes.
I can help you, or I can count on you for help after all.
I can count on you for help getting my scarf back.
After all. I had no faith, but it seems that I actually can, after all.
So,
I suppose.
you're not mad?
You helped me when I needed help. Should I be angry?
I guess not. I just... You're, different, you know? So I don't really know how to act, and I don't want to offend you.
So she's racist.
I've never been around someone of your race before. You're, different. I don't really know how to act. I don't want to offend you or anything.
Call the fuck out her.
I see. Don't worry yourself about such things. I don't think you could offend me, even if you tried.
Because you're like an ancient being and beyond all that stuff?
God, she's so cringy.
No, because you are very sweet.
What? She's sweet?
Thank you. Anyway, don't worry about that scarf. Happened to the best of us. Sort of. Can I ask, though? Didn't it occur to you to just use your hands, or were you, like, super high?
But I am not in my dragon form. How can I be high if I'm not flying in my dragon form? I don't feel comfortable using them. The thorns are so sharp, and these fingers seem so very frail and new.
Oh, sure. You can tell hands like these have never seen a day's work.
So cringy.
Oh! Without thinking, I take his hand in mine.
Wait, are we supposed to believe that she's been thinking it all during this entire thing?
Oof, calling her out.
What? It's true.
My own fingers are thick and calloused, and like the rest of my body, large. His hands are long, soft, and smooth. They're dusted with white scales that look delicate and fragile, like glittering jewelry.
Yep, his hands are jewelry.
A strange observation. But I suppose you are correct. I have no need to bustle about and keep myself busy, as you humans seem to.
Oh my gosh! I just grabbed his hand without thinking, without even asking. How rude of me! What on earth is the matter with me?
Yeah, what is wrong with your
I drop it like a...
job based on how hot your clients are and grabbing people's hands without asking and suggesting that they've never done a day of work.
I drop it like a hot potato. Sorry. Oh gosh, I'm so thoughtless at times. Sometimes, at times, whatever.
Mhm. Well, I apologize.
Boundaries? Consent?
Oh, we operate by the laws of the moon and the sun and the earth. If I wanted to put up boundaries, I would turn into a dragon.
Roar.
You're gonna yell at me if I roar again, aren't you?
Yeah, please don't blast out my eardrums. I think I may want to hear. I think it's kind of pivotal for my job.
But do you really want to hear all the people whining at you on the phone?
I mean, no. I want them to shut up and go away and learn how to actually reset their passwords instead of being like, I don't know, I think my password isn't working. Well, have you reset it? Well, how do you reset passwords?
I've never had to do this before.
Oh my gosh. The amount of people who work there for like 20 years be like, I've never had to do this before. And I'm like, yes, you have. Don't lie. You have to reset your password every 2 months. You liar. Never had to change your password before.
I've been recently like, I really need to get a password manager thing.
Oh, right. I need to... My password's expired. I have to change my password. Whoops. Anyway, did you finish reading this line?
Oh, I didn't realize it had extended.
Your hands are warm. It felt nice.
See, now you're the one who has to ask.
We dragons live our lives mostly in isolation.
Well, you went into the whole, like, laws of the moon and stars and becoming a dragon and stuff, and I'm like, wait, I forget, did she finish this line?
Well, I read what was on the screen at the time.
Human touch is a curious novelty.
He reaches up to touch my face. My heart starts to flutter. My heart starts to flutters like a trapped bird. A little bit of a typo. Said a little bit of a typo. Also, consent? Boundaries?
I guess she's consenting.
Okay. However, he seems to think better of it and withdraws.
But if you are sensitive to such things, I will respect your boundaries, as you respect mine.
Hey!
Consent. Boundaries.
With that, Tyrone tucks his hands back under his robes and moves on. I stand still for a moment, watching him. I haven't quite calmed down yet. It's snowing harder now, which makes the going more difficult. All his bundled up layers give him an awkward, ungainly shape.
I like the word ungainly so far.
They do! That was 2 times.
Yeah, it's not a very common word usually.
It is not. Yet, there is something in his calm certainty that gives him dignity, even beauty, as he makes his way through the ice. At least until he gracelessly trips and falls flat on his face. Mood. Goodness!
Beautiful people become unbeautiful when they trip. I guess.
Well, they bust up their pretty faces on the ice. Goodness, are you okay? I rush over to help, propping him up and brushing away the snow and ice.
I am not used to this form. It's like being a fledgling again.
Really? You shouldn't worry about it. I'm clumsy about all kinds of things myself.
And I've had this body since I was born.
Also Sam, Rosemary. Oh, which isn't to say you're clumsy. I just mean... sorry.
Rosemary, enough apologizing.
Nah, there's never enough apologizing. ... Tyrone doesn't say anything either. He just stares into me.
Staring into your soul.
But what if I don't have a soul?
Staring into the empty void where your soul should be.
Oh, okay. He hasn't spoken to me so sharply before. In the 5 minutes that I've known him. For a moment, I can't think of anything else to say.
No. They've known each other for like half an hour now.
Those,
They've only talked for 5 minutes.
those golden eyes are intense. What is he thinking? Finally, he rests his hand on my shoulder.
So about those boundaries.
I shall have to stay close to you in case these legs fail me again. I may even need to take hold of your arm, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. Yes, yeah, uh-huh. That's fine, yeah, good idea. Was that stuttering enough?
No, needs more.
No. He keeps his hand on me as I help him up. His fingers are so long and pretty. I keep hearing your Discord messages.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck it's coming from.
I figured it was mine, but then it was too quiet, and then I was looking, I'm like, none of the one... Where are the messages coming from? Oh, wait, you.
Something in my Discord is like blowing up, but I don't know what.
Oh. Well, they liked and retweeted us. The makers of the game.
Oh. Great. Well, I mean, that is kind of
Yeah.
the thing, was that we've learned now, because Flower taught us with Arcade Spirits, like, oh yeah, we should probably tag.
Probably just a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe just a tiny little bit every once in a while to tag the people who make the game. Maybe that will help. I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, they're not obligated to or anything, right?
No, they're not.
Nice if they do.
Yeah.
It's nice that they did.
I try not to stare too much at his pretty long hands. And so, we start off walking again. This time, he doesn't lag behind or move ahead. We're side by side. Every so often, he stumbles a bit and leans against me, or delicately hooks his arm around mine. I'm going slow to make it easy for him, but we manage to keep a steady pace and walk for a few more hours. We don't talk much, but somehow, I don't feel so awkward anymore. We're communicating more easily with just touch. When he presses lightly on my shoulder, I know to help him over a hurdle. When he leans slightly away, I know he's doing fine, and we can walk a little faster. We fall into a nice rhythm. Occasionally, he even smiles at me. He's strange and distant, but I'm getting used to him. Did you figure out where the Discord was?
Not yet.
Man, you have...
One of these Discords is blowing up.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, you're having a really nice blow up in one of your Discords.
Yeah, one of them's being really active. I just need to figure out which one.
It's not
It's not one of the ones that's... Like, I don't think it's one of the ones that's normally pings me, so I don't know.
Eventually, though, the path gets a lot steeper. It's something I can't handle, but I worry about him. Oh no. It's almost twilight. The snow falls heavier and heavier. I'm gonna stab some vampires.
Where is this? Oh.
Oh?
I know where it is.
You do?
Yeah, one sec. I need to... I'm gonna mute it for a few hours. So, one of my friends is doing, I guess they're renaming it from White Elephant to Yellow Elephant, for some reason. And so they're doing like a virtual White Elephant game thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's a bunch of people in this one Discord. And so I think they just adopted the Discord to do it. And so they're just chatting.
Okay.
Basically, it's like one of those really big group chats.
Uh-huh.
And like, I'm only friends with, I think, one person who
Mm.
like started the Discord.
Uh-huh.
But then she invited all of her like old friends who all know each other and stuff.
Okay. Are you doing okay? You're shivering.
It's just this body. I'm not used to it. The slightest breeze seems to go through me.
Are you a ghost? If things can go through you?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm a dragon.
A ghost dragon.
Maybe. That sounds cool.
That sounds awesome. So he's still feeling the cold, even with all those layers. Poor thing. Should we rest or should we put an arm around him?
I mean, if you rest, that is just more time in the cold.
And
he did say that your hands are warm.
And he also is like, no, I need to get there as quickly as possible for this meeting. So let's do that. I put my arm around Tyrone. Without missing a beat, he presses himself into me. I'm surprised, but I don't mind. I rub his back, trying to help him get warm. After a moment, he stopped shivering so much, so I guess it's helping. And I admit it feels nice having an excuse to touch him.
Okay, don't make this weird.
He leans against his He leans his head against me and breathes deep, smelling my hair. That also sounds very weird.
Jazz improv time with Sharky.
What the crap?
Dot.
You started laughing. I'm like, what are you laughing at? And then I saw the face. And then I saw the face.
And then you saw the face. Really, you should have seen the face first. It's on your screen.
Yeah, Tyrone. He jumps away, like I've terrified him. I didn't even know he could move that fast. Hey, you're going to be cold.
Quiet. I'm fine.
He's obviously not fine. But he turns and rushes ahead of me without looking back. Before long, he stumbles and falls into the snow. I rush over to help, but he lashes out to push me away. His sharp fingernails scratch my skin. Not enough to draw blood, but I'm stunned. It's like a cat that I trusted suddenly hissing at me out of nowhere.
Ah, so it's my cat's.
I was about to say, so it's a cat. Slowly, clumsily, I pull him. He pulls himself up, without my help. He winces when his bare hands have to touch snow. I don't get it. Why is he acting like this? Did I do something wrong? We keep walking. Tyrone is shivering again. but he won't slow down. I'm not sure what happened back there. I can still feel the sting of his claws on my skin. To my surprise, Tyrone is the one who breaks the silence.
I'm sorry if my behavior is confusing. You should know that you haven't done anything wrong.
Are you sure? What was that all about anyway?
I take it you don't know much about dragons.
No. Huh? Why is he bringing that up? I guess not. I just know the old stories. The ones they tell you when you're a kid. You know.
About knights slaying them, murdering them.
And then rescuing somebody so that they can get married.
Sorry, rescuing a princess.
But
Use the princess to obtain royalty and status and money and power.
those fairy tales are mostly made up, aren't they? Dragons capturing maidens and devouring villagers. You guys aren't like that in real life. I wasn't sure if I should ask about it, though.
Why not? Are you frightened of me?
Am I? I hadn't thought about that. Not in any serious way. He's so frail and fragile. I can't see him as some monstrous beast. But then, once or twice, I've caught a glimpse of something. Something strange inside of him. A dragon. And when I start really thinking about his true nature, I feel dizzy. Like I'm looking into a well and I can't see the bottom. The waffle bottom. I don't like it. Tyrone chuckles darkly, and I realize I haven't said anything out loud yet.
You're taking a long time. Is it such a hard question to answer?
I'm not sure how I feel exactly.
Tell me this then. Which dragon stories do you know?
Murder, 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 capture, murder, murder, murder. What? The stuff for kids? Oh, come on, you don't want to hear that.
I certainly do. A human perspective can be illuminating.
Oh, well, in that case, the one I know best is the story of Camellia. You've probably heard that one, right? It's famous.
Mm-hmm. Camellia. Please, refresh my memory. I am old, and these things run away from me over the years.
Okay, but like, how old are you?
Also, why would I know this human story? I just said that I don't know the human perspective.
Okay, but like, how old are you?
Hasn't she said like at least 1,000? More than 1,000.
The only one I remember is the hyperbole of millions of years old.
Yeah, but she definitely said like thousands of years older than her. Or something.
I am old. Well, you look 12. I feel silly telling bedtime stories. But hey, you asked for it.
He may look 12, but the other prince looked 5.
But you're not dating that prince.
We hope.
No, they wouldn't do that. That's why they included the drifter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's for dating the drifter, but still.
Let's see. Camellia and the Dragon. She was this woman, the most beautiful in her village, right? She could have married any man, but instead, she was wooed by a terrifying dragon. Woo!
Sorry.
No offense.
None taken.
I love how all the music stopped and it's like, no offense. The dragon promised her eternal love and riches and glory beyond what anyone in the poor village could ever hope to give her. So, Camellia fell in love with this dragon, who is named White Heat, and chose him out of all her suitors.
I'm sorry. Tyrone is at least like a name. White Heat?
The dragon flew her away from the village, promising her safety in his mountain lair. But once they got there, he devoured her, and she was never seen again. Oh.
How do they know that he devoured her?
I quickly cut myself off. Why was I so blunt about the devouring part? That must be, like, super rude. Don't think about it too hard. But Tyrone says nothing. He's not even looking at me.
Definitely the rumor spread by a jealous dude.
So... I guess the point is, don't pick a guy just because he promises you lots of material things. But I always thought that was sad. Did she deserve to die? Just for wanting a better life?
According to whatever jealous dude spread the rumor.
On the other hand, maybe that's just what really happens. People getting deceived by their lovers and stuff like that. I don't know much about relationships, so...
Capitalist propaganda.
You may be overthinking the story's moral. It sounds to me like a simple warning.
Capitalism is evil?
Yes.
Stay away from dragons.
Tyrone turns to stare right into me. His face is passive, but something in his eyes puts me on edge. I'm flustered, but I won't shy away. I stare right back, without flinching. I don't know. You're a dragon, and you're nice enough to me.
Like, Tyrone getting hungry. Well, have they eaten? Has he eaten this whole time?
Yeah, a few people in the bar. I mean, what?
But what if that story is true? What if I told you I was that dragon and Camellia my lover? The lover I betrayed and devoured?
Nom nom nom.
Would you still think me so nice?
What? What? But you're hot. You have to be nice.
In a former life, my name wasn't Tyrone. It was a
White Heat.
No, that can't be true. You're just kidding around with me. Right?
I mean, the white hair. He is a fire dragon.
He is a fire dragon.
Do not kid around. I'm many centuries old. The story of Camellia and the dragon has endured where other tales were forgotten. It must have a certain resonance.
But everyone knows it's just a made-up fairy tale.
Is that so? Tell me, What was the dragon's name again?
White Heat? White Heat.
And what does Tyrone mean in the southern language?
I only studied a little bit when I was a girl. I know tear means white, and... Oh.
Oh shit.
So you see, I am called Tyrone in the south. There are many words for what I am, but I like that name best. I am called Prince because my mother is called Queen, although we dragons have no such titles for ourselves.
But dragons being monsters and eating people, that's just a fairy tale thing, right? Or at least, real dragons only did that a long time ago, and now we all live together peacefully, right? That's the whole reason you're going to Starlight City, isn't it? To keep the peace between dragons and humans?
Actually, I'm going there to eat them all. Oh, oh, oh.
You're right. And it was a long time ago that I knew Camellia. A different time, more wild. And in many ways, more honest.
I don't know, you're being pretty fucking honest right now.
Being very honest.
It's true that we no longer eat humans. Yet we all remember how you taste.
Delicious.
I miss the good old days when you could bring a girl back to your cave for a nice snack. Hey. Rosemary is a whole meal, according to popular slang.
Is that...
I don't understand that slang.
Is that slang? I don't understand why people call other people snacks.
Some people call themselves snack, and some people call themselves a whole ass meal, and I'm like, why would I want to be a snack or a meal? I wonder if you would season her with
Rosemary. Magic, good job. Also, there's another line.
Who could forget? For a dragon, human meat is by far the most delicious. Nearly irresistible.
Thank you, Father. You're welcome, Magic. You have some recognition now. Go play.
Go play? No, Magic, stay here.
Go play with some fire.
Thought we're playing with fire. Dragon.
And I knew just from her smell that Camellia would taste better than any other. She was a human worth savoring. You smell very much like her, Rosemary. Delicious. I'm hungry.
Chomp chomp. What a romance.
So how...
Did you just smell her? I mean, she did put her arm around him.
Well, no,
So
yeah, he smelled her earlier when...
that's when he, like...
attacked.
freaked out.
Yeah. But it's just
He's
like...
holy shit, you smell delicious! God, this is like an episode of Hannibal or something.
But it's like, think about it. It's like, oh, well, how did you two get together? Well, I helped him over a mountain. He smelled me, scratched me because I smelled like a human he ate a few 1,000 years ago.
The most delicious human he's ever eaten.
And then we got together.
I let him nibble on my arm every once in a while. I feel like this is even worse than, like, the vampire thing. Because it's not even like, oh, vampires that want to suck your blood out or whatever. It's like, no, I want to chomp on you. Chomp. The whole thing. You can't, like, replenish your blood or something in between. No, he just wants to chop your entire arm off.
I feel very cold inside, and not because of the snow.
Our truce with humans has let us live in peace for many years.
What's your love language? Letting this hot dragon prince nibble my arm.
Until now. I haven't yet told you the true purpose of our conference.
And this is where I say, man, out of context, some of the things we say, I don't want to know what people think. Hearing some of the stuff we say out of context.
Do you want to know what people think of us in context?
Stupid.
It is to address the breaking of that truce by one of my kin.
Oh, so we went nom nom nom?
A dragon has been eating humans. Very many of them.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom.
A dragon's occasional slip-up can be overlooked, but this is becoming a crisis for your people, and he is unrepentant.
But, why would he do that?
Because he's hungry.
I can't pretend I don't understand his actions. It's why I've chosen to stay isolated from them for so many years. And the mere smell can be overwhelming. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten anything since we left the bar.
Because humans are delicious. Tyrone just explained that, Rosemary. You're even named after food. Come on.
Nom nom nom.
Oh.
He looks right at me as he says this. I take a few steps back.
Yeah, I miss when I had a roommate that made rosemary bread. Because she had a rosemary plant. It's good bread.
We'll plant some rosemary.
I too want to eat rosemary.
Whoa! I mean... That's... No, cannibalism is evil.
I, Tyrone, also want to eat rosemary.
As a result of this dragon's actions, our peace agreement may be dismantled. If that happens, our future is uncertain. Even the stars don't seem to know.
But you're not like that. You've chosen not to eat humans, so... So why are you telling me this? Are you trying to scare me? Even though they are set in that lovely, delicate face, Tyrone's eyes are sharp and fierce.
And his fangs?
For the first time, I understand fully that I am talking to something ancient, wild, and dangerous.
Is he wild? I don't think he's wild. I think he's pretty domesticated.
I was about to say, is he a domesticated dragon?
I mean, he's not feral. Like, if you think of a house cat versus a feral cat, like, he's not a pet, but he's not wild. Like, he takes care of himself. He's like a Moogle. He's, like, sentient and stuff. He's just vibing. And high.
I mean, he is vibrating, it is pretty cold, and he is shivering.
You know, one of my friends just told me earlier in the week that he has just learned the term vibing. And I went, I see.
Another one.
Yeah.
There's another one.
He's just learned the term vibing, and I was like, why do some of my friends not know what the term vibing?
Because you make the best friends.
What are you talking about? Your best friend is your roommate.
I said the best friends.
I create the best friends?
Yes.
I don't think I created you for your roommate.
You just cast a magic spell.
I don't think you're a zombie. If I was casting magic spells to create best friends, they would definitely. I'd definitely be a necromancer. And you would be like a skeleton or something. Half zombie, half skeleton, actually. Zombie with lots of the meat just plopping right off the bone. Very tender.
You sound like you wanted to eat metal. No, that's me, because I'm apparently a robot android thing.
No. I just told you you're a zombie skeleton. These things are incompatible. You cannot be both zombie skeleton and android.
Anyway, read your line.
Sorry, I was looking at this Discord side of my screen and I was like, I can't read the line. It's so blurry. But then I remembered, oh wait, there's Twitch.
I simply want to know, Rosemary. Do you think I'm telling the truth? Do you believe that I devoured Camellia?
I mean, if you said you did.
I think I can get more coffee.
Why would he lie?
To scare you out of dating him.
But then if we say you didn't, then we're like, no, you're a liar.
Okay.
Don't really care if you did, man. Just want to get paid for this job.
No, Rosemary wants to get paid for this job and laid. Paid and laid.
I was about to say, Rosemary wants to get laid for this job.
Yeah, she would probably give up the money payment and accept payment in sex. For how much it's like, wow, he's so pretty. He's hot. Oh my god.
Handling him is...
Handling his body. Okay, I'm gonna get more coffee. I'll be right back.
I feel sorry if anybody overhears any of the things we say. Especially you, Magic. Don't let your parents hear your parents talk. It's too late. I've already been corrupted by this stream. Yes. You have been corrupted. I think you got corrupted when we started talking about Cake by the Ocean. For flashbacks. I mean, I'm still like, why? I was listening to a Twitch VOD of somebody playing a group playing D&D, and they were like joking about the DMCA stuff. One was like, okay, let's bring up Cake by the Ocean. I'm like, oh right, it's not about cake. Because I still don't connect the two. So have you been, Magic? Has it been very wintry? Still need to do Ace's D&D. Yes. I've been better. Wednesday was not a fun day for me, but after that I was doing okay. What was I gonna say? I've been playing some Crash Bandicoot. and some DMCA 5, which isn't a thing you would normally put together, but like is also two very fun games that I'm like, I need to play more DMC 5 and more Crash Bandicoot. Because I'm the type, I'm like, I need 200% Crash Bandicoots. I need to get everything. I need to get everything. So I think I'm like, I have a few more, like 4 more levels in Crash Bandicoot, and then I need to get all the like the time trial stuff, like beat the levels in certain times, and then I'm done with the game. And then DMCA 5 is just, let's murder everything. DMC 5, not CMCA.
I came back to DMCA 5.
I have Hades for my Switch. Oh man, Hades is such a fun time. I need to play more of it, because I'm like...
I also have it for Switch, and it's great. And I beat it the one run through, and that was it. And I haven't done it again. Failed every time since then.
I need to finish one quest.
Anyway, it's so good.
It is.
You should start it.
It is so good.
Prepare to get really.
I think I'm almost getting.
If you have school, does that mean you have winter break?
I think I'm almost at 70 hours.
I don't know how many hours. I haven't checked. I also think that the times on my runs that they record is wrong. I swear. Because it was like, oh, it's been like, you did this run in like 40 minutes. And I'm like, the game's been on for like 2 hours. What are you talking about?
They stop the timer every once in a while. Because there's an...
Almost passes till the end of January. Oh, end of January. Wow.
They'll
nice.
still be doing lab stuff. Okay.
But that's good to not have to worry about, like, classes in the meantime.
Yes. But there's a timer thing that you can see where it actually stops the time. So, like, they stopped it...
like, does it stop it between, like, encounters or something?
No, it stops it after the boss in each area. Until you enter the first room on the next floor, it stops the timer after you beat the final boss until then.
I don't think I'm taking that much time in the rooms in between, but okay. Interesting.
Trust
anyway.
me.
I trust you. It's just...
There's a thing for beating the run with a limited amount of time on... amount of time.
No, please shush.
That sucks.
Don't spoil anything. Yes, you can pet Cerberus.
Yes.
Every time I pet Cerberus.
Yes.
I'm like, hello, boy. Pets. I love it because you can pet Cerberus, and you can talk to Cerberus, and you can get treats for Cerberus.
I was about to say feed? Question mark?
You can give your doggo treats.
You can.
And you can pet him.
Yeah. That's true.
Yes, very good.
Anyway, so did Tyrone do it?
I'm leaning towards saying no, but I don't know about you.
I mean, I don't have a preference either way.
You're the one at the controls.
I'm just gonna listen to you.
Okay.
No. I can't imagine you would do something so cruel. I haven't known you very long, but you don't look like a monster to me.
You don't act like a monster that way.
You look soft and gentle. I just mean... I can't imagine you'd want to eat me. But yes, Hades is very good. You should play it.
Hades is fantastic.
Don't be so certain of that.
You look tasty and would be good with ketchup.
Ew, ketchup.
A chill runs down my spine. I just got an achievement.
Tale as old as time.
Beauty and the Beast.
I guess he is a dragon. That's, I guess, a type of beast.
That is true.
My intention is not to frighten you, Rosemary. But you deserve to know what kind of creature you travel with.
Let's just stop talking about it for now, okay? We still have a long way to go. He says nothing more, which is fine by me. We keep walking. Tyroon's weak human form shivers in the cold, and he holds onto my shoulder for balance. Ugh, I can hear myself through you.
I turned it down.
His touch is so soft and light, I can barely feel it. I'm happy to keep him steady. He looks so vulnerable now. It's hard to remember how he made me feel so cold inside. As we walk, I do my best to push those dark thoughts out of my mind. Could he really have the soul of a monster? I never had to wonder about things like this back on the farm. All I wanted was to be a knight and fight stuff with my sword. And not worry about anything.
Stuff like dragons?
Excuse
me, I am the dragon here. You're a shark.
Quack! A little while later, we make camp in a cave for the night. We've made good progress so far. It wouldn't take more than another day to get to the city. Tyrone seems exhausted, much more than I would have expected after only a day of travel. His body is shaking again, worse than before. Tyrone, I'm gonna make some barley tea. Would you like some? Or are you hungry for dinner? Not me, but like, are you hungry in general?
Funny, because on my screen, the thing is blurry except for, like, Rosemary, but her eyes are blurry. So she just has, like, it almost looks like she's also high.
Yeah, she got part of that weed from Blaze Master Tea.
Yup.
I do not need to eat, but I will have some tea.
It's kind of scary how worn out he is, but I decide not to mention it. Instead, I pour us some tea and we drink it together. We're silent for a while. I watch him, trying to guess what he's thinking. The number 4.
That he will break the treaty and then immediately come to eat you.
Nom nom nom.
You are staring at me.
I'm sorry. I can't help but wonder. Are you not hungry because you ate something else? Someone else?
I had a large meal of fish before leaving for the city. I didn't mean to imply anything else. My apologies if you were on edge.
I'm not on an edge. I'm sitting right here.
In a cave.
In a cave
Like
with
the
you.
one where you ate your ex-lover.
Nom nom nom. Sorry. It's been hard not to think about it, is all. So, do you mostly eat fish then?
I keep having to wait for Twitch to catch up.
Do you need me to switch it to like screen?
I don't know if that would help because it seems more like a probably connection issue.
Do you want to change where the connection is?
We can try.
Go for it.
Oh wait, oh no, I turned wrong buttons. Wrong buttons.
Not the button!
Oh, I
Not the
changed
button!
it. Okay, well, in my messing with it, I fixed it for now.
Yes, they are very large where I live. I like to have deer sometimes when I can get them. I live alone on a rocky island in the sea. It is much warmer there than here.
Is it called
in the Pacific Mountain.
Is it called rock bottom?
No, it's called the bottoms line.
I live in the bottoms line. Have you heard of it? There's a bar there. It's really nice.
There's a great hoard of treasure. Is he the dragon and why?
I feel myself relax. It's nice to talk normally again. It sounds like a nice place. I bet it's pretty.
You might think so. Camellia certainly did.
Before she died by my hands.
Excuse me, not by his hands, by his teeth.
Nom nom nom. Camellia, huh? Let's change the subject. What kind of stuff do you do during the day? Besides, like, feel the magic of the stars and whatnot. Dragony stuff? Like, counting your pile of gold or something?
Oh, yes, of course. I also kidnap a lot of innocent virgins. So you'd better watch yourself, Rosemary.
In the proper voice.
So you better watch out. You better not cry.
You better not shout, because Tyrone's gonna eat you.
Nobody's around to find out.
Nobody is around.
Who said I was? Shut up!
Don't worry, Rosemary. It's okay to be a virgin. There you are. I attempted joking around. Was it funny?
Tyrone experiencing a microaggression due to Rosemary.
Yeah, hilarious.
No, I don't have a hoard of treasure. I mostly spend my time thinking, remembering the taste of eating humans while I eat my fish, which is definitely not a human.
Sprinkling the humans with rosemary. Oh. Remembering what?
Things that were important to me, or even things that weren't.
Mood.
2 stags I saw fighting in a forest. A tree felled by lightning. If it happened, if it was real, I remember it.
What if it wasn't real? Do you forget it?
Yes? Yes? My memory goes back a long time. I don't need much more than that.
Were you really alive before any humans? You said you were born with the stars or something like that?
The dragons themselves have existed since the very beginning. I myself am only about 1,000 years old.
Ah, I was right.
But I don't think they said that before.
They basically said it.
gonna fall asleep to this music. Holy crap. I'm bored. Time to sit through my memories. Sits and cave and dissociates.
What? Don't you do that?
I mean, that's my entire life.
Yet in dreams, I see the dawn of time. Flashes of my mother's life before me. Is this how I can fix it?
Okay, if I go into Discord and hit the stop watching and then click the stream again, it seems to clear the blurriness.
I wonder if we all don't share the same memory, reaching back to the very first of us.
To be honest, it sounds kind of lonely.
That's just the kind of thing Camellia would say. You know, Rosemary, I thought you were angry at me after what we spoke of before.
No, not angry. Just kind of confused. If dragons really love to eat humans so much, is it even safe for me to be here with you? What if you eat me?
Was this your plan all along?
I really wasn't trying to frighten you. Believe it or not, I like you.
Well, am I gonna believe that or not?
I like you, just like I liked the last human lover that I ate.
Nom nom nom.
That's why I want to make sure you're safe. And you'll be safer with a full understanding of the situation.
Oh, bye, Magic!
Bye,
Thanks for joining
Magic.
us.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Have a good rest of your weekend.
Yeah.
Enjoy your time off from classes.
Yeah. Holy crap. Do humans really taste that good to you?
It's strange. I remember a time before I had ever seen a human. Yet, when I am weak and cold, I take this form, which looks like a human, or near enough. As this face lay dormant inside of me, even before I would have been able to recognize it, or have our encounters with humans caused us to mimic your form?
It's weird to me that you, of all people, don't have any answers to these questions.
I'm not a people, I'm a dragon. Oh, I don't pretend to understand ancient magic. I just live by it and try to give it some thought now
Wait,
and again.
magic's ancient? But I thought magic was baby.
Magic is baby. Wait a second. Well, this is ancient magic. It's a different magic.
Oh, okay.
We have baby magic.
You humans are magnetic. Or invasive, to put it another way.
Man, I don't want to know what kind of magic's babies do.
Well, we know what kind of magic baby does.
Chemistry?
Exactly. Drug magic.
We dragons have existed before everything. Yet humans have had a profound effect on us. More than any other creature in this world.
You mean, like, because of how we taste to you?
Yeah, we ate so many of you that we just developed human forms. ...
Before humans walked the earth, we ate fish and deer, and drank water, and breathed air. None of these things questioned our right to consume them. We took what we needed, and slept when we were tired. Sometimes we fought each other, but all disputes were eventually settled by the will of the stars. But when humans arrived, you spoke and felt as we did. You wept and begged, or tried to reason for your lives. Despite all appearances, you seem to be closer in spirit to dragons than you were to the beasts of the earth. Before humans, dragons' actions were never right or wrong, but now we wondered if eating a human was evil. Stars were curiously silent on the subject. You might say that humans brought evil into our world. Perhaps the temptation to do wrong is what makes you so delicious to us dragons.
What do you think?
That expensive meat is tastier because you know that it's expensive and hard to obtain.
But there's so many of us.
I don't know.
Yeah, but if it's not, like, readily available.
I think that terms like good and evil are very limited ways to describe the world.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
It wasn't meant to.
You know, it's kind of strange. When I hear you talk like that... Are we excitable? Are we confusion?
I feel like if we're confused, it's not that strange. So I guess if it's kind of strange, then that's excitement.
Okay. It makes my heart beat faster.
Are you sure that isn't just fear?
Oh, sure, it's scary. But it's not just that. I left my home, which was cozy and safe, to try and be a knight. I want to live by my sword and my wits. To fight stuff and get strong.
You are already strong.
Okay, stronger. Sure, I want to be a knight so I can do good things and protect people. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't love the thrill of it. Fighting beasts 10 times my size.
Like dragons.
And going places I've never gone before. And staring death in its stupid face.
Oof. Are you saying that Tyrone's face is stupid?
I don't think Tyron's face is death.
Well, if he eats her.
It sounds like that's the kind of world you live in. Makes me wish I were a dragon too.
I'm surprised you would say such a thing. You seem so sweet and kind-hearted to me.
Yeah, well, that's how you look to me. Looks can be deceiving. I'm not totally serious. Of course I don't really want to stop being a human. Or anything like that.
Hey, but if you eat me, can you turn me into a dragon like vampires do?
But wow. I don't know how to describe this feeling. You live by strength, take what you need, and don't care about anything else.
That's horrifying.
You're so lucky!
It just sounds selfish.
I'm very tired. Will you help take off my robes so I may sleep?
Sure. My hands are trembling. Slowly, carefully, I peel off his robes, layer by layer. I try not to, but when I let my eyes drift to his face, I see him watching me. I feel warm all over. The more robes come off, the more I can feel his body, and the more my hands feel rough and clumsy dealing with his delicate frame.
Yes, you can read the cringy stuff this time.
Underneath his winter layers, he is long and slender. His scales run over his chest and arms. I really want to touch and see what they feel like. Scales? They feel like scales.
They probably feel like scales.
But of course...
What do the scales feel like?
I never would. He falls asleep quickly, but I lie awake for a while, watching his slim chest rise and fall. I don't want to take my eyes off of him, but I don't know if it's out of fear or Some other feeling that's harder to describe. Fear.
Terror.
Is this feeling fear or terror?
Should we stop after that scene transition, or should we keep going?
This seems like a good place to stop since it's the next day.
Yeah. Right. Okay. This is a thing.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
What?
God.
What we always get ourselves into, brain?
Yeah.
Trying to take over the world.
I don't think we've gotten ourselves into trying to take over the world. I think that's more of a decision that you do.
I don't know. Pinky seems to try, like, fall into that.
Well. Okay, that's just Pinky, though.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for joining.
I guess we'll be back with this on Wednesday.
I guess so.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.